Hello, everybody. Tom's rant. Oh, holy shit! I'm beat. I was working on a cabinet that I've been working on for 20 years. Actually, well, not quite 20. 18 maybe. Anywho, sorry about that. Nah, not really. Anyway, VA healthcare. Latest on the VA healthcare situation. My PA, physician's assistant, she's probably been gone for a year, and they keep saying she's coming back. Best person, medical person at the VA, hands down. Robin, I believe her. Yeah, Robin? I think that's what her name is. Anyway, Fabro. I already did a video and I mentioned her. Best medical person, period. I've been going to the VA, well, I know it's not been 20 years. 10, 15 years, probably longer than that, 15 at least. I'm not really sure. All the days run together and become an old fart. And you like my Newsmax hat? Watch Newsmax, real news. So anyway, now she hasn't been there. So I needed an appointment, my annual appointment, which is past due 3 or 4 months. Minimum of 3 or 4 months past due, probably longer than that. The one appointment I missed, can't bash them for that, that was on me. So anyway, they rescheduled it and it was a month and a half, almost 2 months out. So I complained about it. You think anything happened? No. It's still not until middle of January. Keep in mind, I booked it back in November. So anyway, and it's just NPs, non-physicians. Yes, I know they're supposed to be called nurse practitioner. I call them non-physicians because most of them, sorry, yeah, no. So anyway, they don't even have doctors anymore. It's just these friggin' NPs. I mean, maybe the one that got me booked with, maybe she'll be decent, but I doubt it. And, you're comfortable with the physician, doctor, physician assistant, or whatever. You get comfortable with that person, that's who you want to stay with. Hey, remember, you like your doctor? You can keep your doctor? Yeah. Well, that was back when a Booba Baba was in. That's not what this is about. Anyway, that was a lie. Because you couldn't keep your physician. So anyway, so now they have NPs that are totally useless. And let's get back to mental health. This time of year, sometimes I really struggle with mental health. Most of you already know, my son died from lack of proper treatment. That's what the letter from the Department of Defense said. Died as a result of lack of improper treatment, or lack of proper treatment, which is no excuse for that. But anyway, so yeah, sometimes I have struggles with it. So anyway, I've really been struggling. So then a few months ago, earlier this year, several months ago, I had called the White House complaint line. Okay? Usually you get results. When Trump was in, you got results. Now you don't. So anyway, her boss, mental health, Haley's boss called me and made excuses. And then came right out and said, don't call the complaint line anymore. Why the hell not? Does that make a mark on your record? Don't call? She actually told me, don't call the complaint line. I believe I already did a video on this. But anyway, so this time of year, I prefer to be seen weekly or a minimum of every other week. So I was seen once in the entire month of November, so I was doing really, really bad, to be perfectly honest with you. I was pretty fucked. So anyway, when I went and finally got to see her, I think there's only once or twice this entire month also for December, right? So that's weekly, right? It's important that I be seen weekly for my mental health so I don't get suicidal again and all that crap. Severe depression. So Haley actually told me, oh, well, we can't see you every week. So they literally are refusing Now you can say, well, did she say they're refusing to see you? Well, we can't see you weekly. That's the same thing as refusing. What do you mean you can't? How many times did you hear, oh, well, I can't do that? No, there's a difference between can't and won't. You know, if you book it out, because the other girl that was there, Angela, even after the VA cut in-house because of the whole China virus, they still make you wear fucking masks at the VA, believe it or not. When you go in there and there's no supervisors, yeah, the majority of the people there are the girls up front. I don't know about the therapist or social workers or whatever the hell you call them. They don't have their masks on. Because the other day I went in there to see Lisa from Suicide Prevention Team. She's there one a day a week on Thursdays. So I went in to see her, and anyway, she was in a meeting, so I ended up leaving. And none of them, I didn't put a mask on. I forgot my mask. I have the one that says, this is bullshit. Should show it to you. So anyway, nobody said nothing to me, which I thought was kind of funny, but they didn't have their masks on either. So anyway, according to Haley, we can't see you weekly. And no excuse, just we can't. That's it. We're not going to see you weekly. Your mental health is important. We care, but we're not going to see you weekly. We don't really give a shit. We say we care, then why don't they see me weekly? It's like Angela, when they started this whole China virus bullshit, they still don't have group therapy back as far as I know. So, AA meetings, anger management meetings, anyway, all these different group therapies were cut off at the VA because of the China virus, which set everybody back. There's people that rely on group therapy to survive mental health, drug abuse, different things. They rely on that. Just like going to church, there's religious people that rely on going to church every single week. I don't go into that whole religious crap because I was raised Catholic, so I have a reason. And as a matter of fact, there was a priest. They stripped him of his priesthood, whatever you call it, because he's verbally pro-choice. Pro-life. Well, the whole Catholic religion, they don't even believe in birth control, and they're like, no birth control, abortions, no, that's a life you're taking, but yet they shit can him because he's pro-life. What the fuck? So anyway, this isn't about that. This is about the VA. So anyway, according to Haley, they can't see me weekly. Angela did. And now keep in mind, Angela was there, I believe, 3 days a week after the whole China virus thing. She was there 2 or 3 days a week. Every single, I believe it was on Thursdays, every single week, she always got me in. No matter what. Never had an issue with her. Now, if I don't need the appointment, then I would call her or I would secure message her and say, I don't really need to come in tomorrow. I'm doing okay. So, in a situation like that, if I'm doing okay, I don't need to come in, I would let her know. Okay? So, there wasn't ever an issue. And then a new supervisor took over, and even Angela, she's no longer there, so I can kind of talk. And when the new boss took over, supervisor, the place went to shit. There's only one girl up front. There was 4 girls up front, that check you out and what have you. They don't check you in, right? They're sitting there with nothing to do, but they can't check you in. You got to use your damn cell phone now. Take a picture of a code, the QR reading or whatever it is. Take a picture of that, and then sometimes it'll go through, sometimes it won't. And there's veterans that don't have smartphones. They got the cheap phone, because of cost or whatever. There's a lot of veterans that are on a fixed income. And so anyway, that's what you have to do. So the girls are sitting there, and some of the girls were always nice and, don't worry, Tom, I'll check you in. And they were nice, but now you can't even do that. But anyway, there's absolutely no excuse for her not seeing me weekly. And in my opinion, they don't give a shit. I think what it is because I'll admit, sometimes I become suicidal. I get so depressed. Not, in a way, various reasons we won't go into. But anyway, so there are times where, I've called the hotline, the VA crisis hotline, and I've called them several times. But it's something I've dealt with since being in the military for years. And I need to be seen weekly. And I think, to be honest with you, I think what it is the fact if I do kill myself, get suicidal and kill myself, that's a black mark on their record. And I really think the bottom line is the fact that if I killed myself, it would be a mark against the supervisor there, Haley's boss, Haley's boss, and Haley. It would be a mark against them. Well, so by not seeing me weekly, only once in November. All right, what the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Only once for the entire, now if you're on vacation or you're taking classes or, fine. There's reasons like that. I'm not going to bitch about that. But just flat out refusing to see me weekly, there's no excuse for that. None whatsoever. So anyway, same thing with the NPs, right? Non-physicians. So anyway, I just wanted to update that the healthcare in the Saginaw VA has turned to shit, just like Flint. Flint was good for probably, mental health in Flint was good for about 3-4 years, and then it went downhill. And they actually told me they don't have psychiatrists or the ones that give you the pill. They have social workers. And the social worker there came right out, and this is in Flint, came right out and told me, if you kill yourself, you'll just wind up another statistic. Is that something to tell? It's too hot with the hat on. Is that something you should tell somebody who suffers from depression and suicidal tendencies? Oh, hey, if you kill yourself, yeah, you'll just become another statistic. But we care. No, that doesn't match up. Not seeing me weekly when I really need to be seen weekly. And it doesn't matter if he doesn't need to be seen weekly. You don't know how I'm feeling week to week. There's some times where I don't need to be seen, and I won't go in. I'll just tell them, let them know ahead of time. But anyway, refusing to see me weekly is such bullshit, and I think it's because they're concerned that if I became suicidal and killed myself, it would be a mark against them. I really do. Otherwise, why would you not want to see me weekly? I'm not a violent person, unless I have to be. But no, I'm generally, I'm an asshole. Don't get me wrong. I am definitely, me and my son both were assholes. We knew we're assholes. We admitted we're assholes, okay? But then there's assholes that don't admit they're assholes. I'm an asshole. I know I'm an asshole. I say it the way it is. You don't like it. I really don't give a shit. That's just the way I am. Because you keep things bottled up, it builds up. Well, this little thing, then this little thing, then this little thing, and as it goes, everything keeps piling up, and finally you've had enough, okay? So anyway, I say it the way it is. I don't care whether people like it. People watch my videos, and sometimes I'm an asshole on my videos. Sometimes I'm funny. My wedding video, watch my wedding video. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, there was one particular person there at the VA that I asked to watch, I asked them to watch my mental health ones, okay? The suicide and depression and that. Because that's what I suffer from. So part of my mental health, I actually told them, you should watch my mental health videos. You don't have to subscribe to watch them. Everybody knows that. But that would give you more insight as to how I'm feeling at different times. And they never watched them. And the wedding one, the one girl kept saying, oh, I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. And, months later, she never watched it. And it's like, is it going to kill you to watch a 5-minute video, 6-minute video? But no. So it's like, in a way, I just don't. I mean, I know they can't really subscribe to you and leave comments and stuff because it goes against the VA's bullshit rules or whatever. But anyway, mental health in Flint has turned to shit. And I've told him that. You know, I told Lisa, who's she's on the suicide prevention team. I told her and Haley both months ago that it was starting to turn shitty. And when I seen her Thursday, I seen both of them Thursday, and I told them, I says, you know, the mental health here has turned to shit. I says, you people say you care, I says, but you don't care. Because you know when somebody cares by their actions, okay? And everybody knows that. So, you know, you can say, you know, I'm really concerned about your mental health or whatever, we care. But if you don't show it, words don't have any meaning whatsoever. That's bullshit. You know, it's just like you're married and you never tell your wife or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You can say you love them. Those are words. But if you show that you love that person, that means a hell of a lot more than just saying, yeah, I love you. You know? But anyway, I really don't think they give a shit, because if they did, they would get me in weekly. And her boss makes excuses, Haley makes excuses. Okay, why can't you see me weekly? No answer, no reason. We just can't. Why? Well, we can't. Is there some rule somewhere that the upper echelon of the VA clowns in DC came down and says, okay, these veterans that need to be seen weekly because they're like in the shitter, they're not doing too good, don't see them weekly. We can't do that. We can't tie up resources. Right. So anyway, there's no excuse for it, and I just wanted to give you an update on how shitty the Saginaw VA in Michigan has turned. And it was a battle over my medications because the system, because I'm at risk, they only give you 14 pills at a time. I don't have a problem with that. I had a lot of backup pills and I burned through all of them. And some of these are nut pills, okay? And you're not supposed to go off of medications. So I was like on them, off them, on them, off them. And one of the people on the red team in Saginaw VA, I was bitching. I was getting pissed. You know, and I was pissed. It's like, I can't get my medications. And it turns out it was a problem with the pharmacy because the system would not allow me to order my meds twice a month. It finally got fixed last month. So now I can. But it was a major undertaking. And anyway, one of the people on the red team, I don't remember who it was, otherwise I'd give you the name. But anyway, Lisa from the suicide prevention team actually told me, don't read the reply from the red team, as there's a chance that it'll make you more suicidal, more depressed. So when somebody from the suicide prevention team tells you not to read a secure message from the red team, you know that has to be something really, really bad in their response. But yet they care. So I didn't read it. All right, I thought, okay, if the suicide prevention team tells you not to read it, yeah, I better not read it because they're concerned that it would set me off. So a person like that, why are they there? They should be fired. Period. And none of these people will take the extra step. I told the one girl when I was complaining about my medications, not getting them, she just said, oh, well, you know, anyway, she just BS'd around. So I secured Messenger a couple days ago, and I says, you know, heaven forbid, I didn't say that. I says, you know, you guys sit around. You should take that extra step and say, you know what, this veteran's having problems with his medications, and some of them are nut pills. We better make sure he's getting his medications. So you know what? I'm going to get off my lazy ass from sitting here. I'm going to contact the pharmacy and say, hey, I've got a veteran that suffers from depression and heart condition and suicidal tendencies and all that crap. He is telling us that he can't get his medications twice a month. He only gets 14 pills a month. When he tries to order, the system will not let him order the next batch. He has to wait and it would have gotten taken care of immediately. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to take that extra step and say, you know what, we're going to intervene here. And that's one thing I liked about Angela. If there was any problems at all, she would go above and beyond, and she'll say, you know what, I'm going to take care of that for you. I'm going to look into it. And she always did, because she cared. She was excellent. Fantastic. I cannot say enough good about Angela, but now she left and went down to Ann Arbor because she's up in executive or whatever now, so she doesn't actually treat people for mental health anymore. But anyway, point of this video was to show how shitty it's getting in, and a lot of people don't realize, then they wonder why. Well, how come 22 veterans a day kill themselves? Oh, who knows? Yeah, they know, because you're not getting the proper treatment. And they know that. But they don't give a shit. So yes, I bash the VA, and I will continually bash the VA. If they do something good, I'll praise them for that. So anyway, I just appreciate everybody watching. Hit the little B in the bottom right-hand corner if you want to subscribe. Some of my gaming videos, are pretty good. Well, most of my videos are good. It depends on what you like, But anyway, that's why I have such a variety of videos, so everybody can. You don't like political? Don't watch my political ones. You don't like the health ones? Don't watch them. You like the gaming ones? That's all I want to watch? Yeah. So that's what people do. Most popular one is of me and my XR tractor pushing snow. That's my most popular video. So anyway, I just appreciate everybody watching my videos. And, just want to say, have a good one. And I really do appreciate everybody watching my videos. And here's my Snoopy shirt. It's Christmas time. So anyway, I do appreciate everybody watching my videos. I really do. But anyway, if you want to get a good laugh, watch my wedding video. It's under Tom's Rants Weddings. And it is actually a pretty funny video. Really is. So, anyway, thanks for watching.